Hello from Chez Moi. Today I thought we'd have a visit with some chickens. I have 4 chickens. They came last year, oh goodness, September? Yeah, somewhere around September I think. Anyway, they started laying, no they must have come earlier than that because they started laying for me Christmas. So they must have come somewhere in July. Anyway, they have been laying quite reliably since Christmas Eve. I let them out at least 30 minutes every day after work, if I can. That was kind of hard in November when it was getting dark at 6. But no, you don't get to be a front yard chicken. Turn around, turn around, turn around. That's a chicken stick. Just kind of directs them where you want them to go. Anyway, let's meet and greet the chickens. This one right here is an Easter egger. She gives a very pale olive, and her name is Pris. We call her Pris because she's very fussy. She likes to preen, she likes to dust bathe a lot, and she really, really likes to be a front yard chicken. And sometimes she'll let me pet her. Come here, Pris. Come here, Pris. Good girl. Oh no, I don't get to pet you today. Next to Pris is Cat. Hello, Cat. Cat will always let you pet her. Come here, Cat. Oh, how are you running today? Anyway, Cat is a Welsummer. Oh, it's probably because I've got my chicken stick in the hand. They're not used to that. Chicken stick means get along, doggy. That's Bella. She's a pit bull who loves chickens. She came to visit us one day and it was terrifying. Come back here. They're just trying to make the most. There's had a lot of rain, so there's been a lot of and I'm chasing her. All right. Cat is a Welsummer. She lays me a chocolate brown egg. Though sometimes the color doesn't get applied correctly and it will be speckled. But she was also the last of my hens to start laying, so I'm not sure she's really still just kind of getting used to doing it on a regular basis. Who have we got under here? Is it Pris again, or is it Tori? This is Tori. Hey Tori, you want to say hi? Nope. Well, we'll come back to visit her. But she's chicken cacciatore, haha. And the black one, the Orpington, that's Stereo. She's actually an Australorp. She's the Australian version of an Orpington, but that means she lays a kind of creamy brown egg, like the organic eggs you get in the store. Tori over there, if she'll ever come out and visit with us, she's another Easter egger, but she's slightly less iridescent than Pris, and that's how I really tell them apart. Let's go look at the coop. They're safely under the camellia bush, so they'll be fine. This is the first time I've been able to come out here in short sleeves. Just so good. Of course, my definition of short sleeves and other people's is probably different. We give our chickens a lot of leftovers. And what they don't eat, I'll scrape up and put in the compost. But, you know, we had really some gross Chinese the other day. We'll never order from them again, but chickens can have the rice, right? It's probably not the best diet. It's like feeding them McDonald's every afternoon, but that's what my dad did for me. And now I am a doctor. So I built this coop with the assistance of Daryl. It is, I took the measurements. I can't remember now. I want to say it's 20 by 10 feet long in the run. And it's 4 by 8 feet long in the coop. So they've got this nice, 32 square foot area under there when it's rainy, and all this with chicken wire over it. Keep the hawks out when it's sunny. It's built around a tree, which they really love, but if you see the razor wire, which the raccoons and the possums also really love to come and eat my chickens. Consequently, this is my 3rd flock. I highly recommend an automatic door. if you're not an early riser, which I am not an early riser, and I travel a lot as well. Oh, look, you can see right there. Can you see? There's where a raccoon, and a rather large one, as I do say, tried to get in one night. Relatively recently, because I try to keep that door pretty polished up so that it will slide in the grooves. On the inside, let's see how well it'll adjust. Do you think it'll adjust? No, I'll probably have to open that up for you to see. But take my word for it. On the inside, there's a bar right about here, and that's where they roost. We're doing a deep litter method, so there's about, we started out with 6 inches, it's probably down to 4 now, of pine shavings. And every now and again, like every 2-3 months maybe, I come and just scrape up this big pile of poo and put it directly in the compost bin and then kind of fluff it up and maybe add some more. But I'm not really planning to change it for at least another year. One of my hens, the Orpington, yep, true to form, always likes to dig a little nest next to the door, and that's where she lays her eggs. But the other 3 oblige me very kindly and lay in my, actually I'm going to put that back because I don't have anything to carry it with me, and I need 2 hands because I don't want to drop an egg. So I'll put that right there. Anyway, the other 3 are very obliging, and they actually lay in the nest boxes. Okay, have to make sure there's no spiders. It's that time of year. So it has a solar-powered light for the inside in case I want to give them a little more light this winter to have them lay more. Even has a battery charging station. It's a 21st century coop, y'all. And under here, I have the white eggs are the egg guides, so that's one. That's the other. And there's 3 more eggs. They're pretty reliable, about laying 1 every day. So let's go check on them, because they do like to try to get up into the front yard sometimes. But I really like my chickens. With only 4, I haven't noticed a lot of poop in the yard. Of course, most of it's in the run. There's Tori. Let's see if she'll let us take a picture of her. It's done wonderful things for my garden so far. I've ordered 5 more. I really only want 4, but every time I order 1 it seems to die, so I really just went ahead and got 4. Tori. Nope, we're not coming up here. Come on. Back. You too, cat. Back. Come on. Can I pet you, cat? There's my girl. She's very soft, and then she'll ruffle. We good? Yeah, you're a good kitten. I call her Cat because a lot of times she follows me around like a cat. Leap up and peck at me. Anyway, those are my chickeny adventures. I may be able to do a hive inspection later, but it's getting kind of late in the day and it's been kind of windy. Anyway, is there anything else I should tell you about my chicken coop? Oh yeah. So when I put this together, I tried to follow the instructions from SSL Family Dad. I think he lives somewhere up in the frozen north, Wisconsin, Michigan, something like that. If I can find it, I'll put a link. Where he had this automatic chicken feeder under his coop. But apparently I didn't put the pitch far enough because this is supposed to be the waterer with nipples, and this is supposed to be the feeder. But I didn't put the pitch far enough down on either of them, and I didn't really seal that well enough, so it leaks. And with 4, I don't really ever need to use it, because I like to come out here and feed them, and my neighbors don't mind. One of my neighbors behind here has a parrot, so they're actual bird people. They kind of like birds, so yeah. And then I have a people door back here where I can get in it and really do a deep cleaning. Oh, here's the other thing I did. So I lived in Stone Mountain, which means that you can only really go down like 6-7 inches before you hit the mountain. So what I did instead is I went down about 3 or 4 inches, probably not the full 6, but then I poured concrete. This is a literal ton of concrete, 2,280 pounds of concrete that I poured all the way around the perimeter of the chicken coop. Now I was thinking about having this tree removed. Let's see how tall this tree is. It's one of those god-awful pines. It's easily 60, 80 feet, perhaps 100. I'm really a bad judge of that sort of height. But that's a big damn tree, right? So I was thinking about having it removed to about there, or maybe there, so it could still be a perch for the chickens, but not really an entryway for the raccoons. And while I've got this pole between here and here down, maybe expand my coop out a little bit to make a like partial run for when I do expand the flock, so they can be next to each other all day and see each other, but not really be able to kill each other. I think do that for a week, and then you can expand it all, and that would be fine. So normally I'm a horrible arachnophobe, but I don't mind them so much out here. And these little, can we see him? Her? That's almost certainly a her. Oh, she's camera shy too. I'm letting those little spiders hang out because I figure they're probably good for mosquitoes. And that's my chicken coop. Poured a little entrance, a slope. They've arranged things the way they want to. This tree is dead. I don't really care, so, you know, they can scratch around the roots and get the termites and all that. Over there is where they've decided to dust bathe and under their chicken feeder. So far it's worked out pretty well. I think I've gotten most of the kinks out, but it's by no means completely predator proof. But I'm doing what I can. So, oh, it's getting really dark back there. I think I should probably leave those bees alone and wait for tomorrow. But I'm dying to see what's going on in Hygeia, because surely she's ready for a big 8-frame box by now with all of the, you should see the literal fields of clover and dandelions just in this neighborhood. Luthien also should probably get another box. Galadriel maybe, and Lilith probably not, and I might not even open her. Been melting wax, we saw those videos, maybe that'll get caught up. But I said this was going to be a chicken video, so let's go back up and find the chickens again. And maybe we'll finish in my fern garden, because I think that's what I'm going to do while I watch chickens for the rest of the day, is transplant my little baby ferns that I grew from spores. Okay, so there's Stereo and Tori. There's Cat. Where's Pris? There's Pris behind the air conditioner. And there's a squirrel going up the wisteria. Alright. Take a little survey of my ferns. I've got some great fronds coming out. These are coming out way earlier than the ones out back, but I think these get a lot of morning sun, so. Oh, they're huge, man. They're only 2 years old. This is a 2-year-old fern. Wow. Got some good moss coming up on the stones. I swear I'm going to get up there. Anyway, I need to keep the chickens out of the ferns because they love those fiddleheads. And I would like to save those for another year. So, from Cat and Pris and Tori and Stereo here under the camellias. Hey, Stereo. We're going to say goodbye from the Ant Wife's garden. Happy Friday the 13th.